Welcome to Gavin College and our Spring 2021 production. My name is Dr. John Lawton Hale. I'm the Director of the Theater Arts Program, and it's my pleasure to welcome you here this evening and explain to you this evening's performance. Back in January, I challenged my students in a time when we were all masked in our classroom and practicing social distance to bring in different songs and skits from musical theater that we could use to create an old-fashioned sort of variety show, a vaudeville, if you will. My students wanted to create something that would share the joy of performing and working collaboratively. We wanted something that we could transmit out to an audience who might still be at home, but that would still share with them the joy of the theater and the bond that we all felt to theater and to each other and the ability to create. Some of my students are amazing singers, accomplished vocalists with careers ahead of them, I think, in singing. Some of my students who are going to be performing for you today, this is their very first musical theater performance. So I hope you take that with a grain of salt and enjoy the variety of performances that you're going to see here today. We originally had the idea of creating one variety show, but we actually ended up with two different performances. I'm going to describe them for you. You don't have to watch them in any particular order. The first one is what we set out to do, an old-fashioned variety show called Virtual Vaudeville. This has everything in it: songs, dances, musical numbers like All That Jazz that Brian choreographed for us, and some amazing original work. Some of my students got together and did a modern language adaptation of a medieval morality play. We call our play Every Person, and we're going to show you the final scene from that. Some of my students got together and created an original dance piece about COVID-19 and what it was like to shelter in place as an artist and the sort of self-reflection and catharsis that might give you. All of these things are included in Virtual Vaudeville, a true variety show. Our other performance is called One Night at Rita's. This grew out of students starting to make connections between songs and characters or possible situations that would lend themselves to putting this particular musical performance in context. One Night at Rita's features songs both in Spanish and in English. It was created by my students who got together in different writing groups to create sections of the script that eventually we put together in a 1-hour performance. It's an amazing evening. There's an engagement, a breakup, a new romance, a new career. All these things happen at One Night at Rita's. So we hope that you enjoy our fun adventure into our 1950s Latinx nightclub. Sit back, enjoy One Night at Rita's, enjoy Virtual Vaudeville, enjoy them both. Thank you for watching.
Another opening, another show in Philly, Boston, or Baltimore. A chance for stage folks to say hello. Another opening of another show. Another job that you hope at last will make your future forget your past. Another pain where the ulcers grow. Another opening of another show. 4 weeks you rehearse and rehearse. 3 weeks and it couldn't be worse. 1 week, will it ever be right? And out of that, it's that big first night. The overture is about to start. You cross your fingers and hold your heart. It's curtain time and away we go. Another opening of another show. Another opening, another show. In Philly, Boston, or Baltimore. A chance for stage folks to say hello. Another opening of another show. Another job that you hope will last. Will make your future forget your past. Another pain where the ulcers grow. Another opening of another show. 4 weeks to rehearse and rehearse. 3 weeks and it couldn't be worse. 1 week, will it ever be right? Then out of a hat, it's that big first night. The overture is about to start. You cross your fingers and hold your heart. It's curtain time and away we go. Another opening of another show. Another opening of another show.
Hey, I'm sorry I'm late. Did I miss it? What? Did I miss it? Oh, I'm so sorry.
What is that?
What are you talking about? My dress? You told me to wear a dress.
That's royal blue. Okay, I said navy. This is why I said come on time. We gotta color coordinate. You have to start being more professional.
Professional? What are you talking about, professional? Remember that audition last month that we
Okay.
both went to?
Yeah.
Yeah, who got the part?
Yeah, maybe that's because it's a female role.
Then why did you get called back for it?
Oh, maybe because I sing higher than you.
Maybe because it sings higher than you.
Wow, good one. Yeah. What are you, 5?
Yeah, 5-octave range.
Okay, you know what? That one stung a little.
Yeah. You know what?
Anything you can do, I can do better. I can do anything better than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Anything you could be, I could be greater. Sooner or later, I'm greater than you.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am.
No, you're not.
Yes, I am. Yes, I am. I could shoot a partridge with a single cartridge.
I can shoot a sparrow with a bow and arrow.
I can live on bread and cheese.
And only on that.
Yep.
So can a rat.
Anything you could sing, I could sing higher.
I can sing any note higher than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. It's 'cause I'm a girl. Anything you can buy, I can buy cheaper. I can buy anything cheaper than you.
50 cents?
40 cents.
30 cents.
20 cents.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Anything you could say, I could say softer.
I can say anything softer than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
I could drink my liquor faster than a flicker.
I can drink it quicker and get even sicker
I can open any safe.
without being caught.
Yeah.
That's what I thought, you crook.
Any note you could hold, I could hold longer.
I can hold any note longer than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No,
Yes,
you.
I can. See?
All right, yeah, you can. 2 points.
I told you. Anything you can wear, I can wear better. In what you'd wear, I'd look better than you.
In my coat?
In your vest.
In my shoes?
In your hat.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can. Yes, I can.
Anything you could say, I could say faster.
I can say anything faster than you.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you can't.
Yes, I can.
No, you
Yes, I
can't. No,
can.
you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't. No, you can't.
Yes,
Ah! I could jump a hurdle.
I can wear a girdle.
I could knit a sweater.
I can fill it better.
I can do most anything.
Can you bake a pie?
No.
Neither can I.
Anything you could sing, I could sing sweeter.
I can sing anything sweeter than you.
No, you can't. No,
Yes,
you
I
can.
It says here, the average unmarried female, basically insecure, due to some long frustration, may react with psychosomatic symptoms, difficult to endure, affecting the upper respiratory tract. In other words, just from waiting around for that plain little band of gold, a person can develop a cold. You can spray her wherever you figure the streptococci lurk. You can give her a shot for whatever she's got, but it just won't work. If she's tired of getting the fisheye from the hotel clerk, a person can develop a cold. It says here, the female remaining single, just in the legal sense, shows a neurotic tendency. See note. Tendency, see note. Oh, see note. Chronic organic syndromes, toxic or hypertense, involving the eye, the ear, and the nose and throat. In other words, just from worrying whether the wedding is on or off, a person can develop a cough. You can feed her all day with the vitamin A and the bromo fizz, but the medicine never gets anywhere near where the trouble is. If she's getting a kind of a name for herself and the name ain't his, a person can develop a cough. And furthermore, just from stalling the wedding trip, a person can develop la grippe. When they get on the train for Niagara and she can hear church bells chime, the compartment is air conditioned and the mood sublime. Then they get off at Saratoga for the 14th time. A person can develop la grippe, a post-nasal drip with the wheezes and the sneezes and a sinus that's really a pip. From a lack of community property and a feeling she's getting too old, a person can develop a bad cold. Achoo!
Come on, babe, why don't we paint the town? And all that jazz, I'm gonna mooch my knees and roll my stockings down. And all that jazz, start the car and over whoopee spot where the gin is cold but the piano's hot. It's just a noisy hall where there's a nightly brawl and all that jazz. slick your hair and wear your buckled shoes. And all that jazz, I hear that Father Dip is gonna blow the blues. And all that jazz, hold on, hun, we're gonna bunny hug. I bought some aspirin down at United Drug in case you shake up hard and want a brand new start to do that jazz.
Oh, you're gonna see her shimmy shake.
And all that jazz.
Oh, she's gonna shimmy till her garters break.
And all that jazz.
Show her where to hold her girdle. Oh, her mother's blooded girdle. If she hits her baby's queen for all
That jazz. Find a class, we're playing past tense. And all that jazz.
and all that jazz.
Right up here is where it's
She's
going.
gonna shimmy till her
And all that jazz.
and all that jazz.
Come on, babe, we're gonna brush the sky. I bet you're lucky landing out so high.
If she hits her baby's ear for all
That jazz.
So that's final, huh, Fred?
Yeah, I'm afraid so, kiddo.
Oh, Fred. Nobody walks out on me.
Hello everyone, I'm Monse Delgadillo and I'm going to be singing a Spanish song called Dejas que salga la luna. It's one of my favorite love songs and I hope you love it as much as I do. Deja que salga la luna, deja que se meta el sol. Deja que caiga la noche, pa' que empiece nuestro amor. Deja que las estrellitas me llenen de inspiración para decirte cositas muy bonitas, corazón. Yo sé que no hay en el mundo amor como el que me das. Y sé que noche con noche va creciendo más y más. Y sé que noche con noche va creciendo más y más. brazos. Siempre me pregunto yo, ¿cuánto le debía al destino que contigo me pagó? Es por eso que mi vida toda te la entrego a ti. Tú que me diste en tus besos lo que nunca te pedí. Yo sé que no hay en el mundo amor como el que me das, y sé que noche con noche va creciendo más y más. Y sé que noche con noche va creciendo más y más. Deja que salga la luna. Thank you.
Next up is a dance piece that was created by Gavilan students to the tune Sound and Color by Alabama Shakes. This piece is about our time dealing with COVID-19, sheltering in place, feeling that lack of normalcy, and the sort of self-reflection, introspection, and catharsis that's come from this time of COVID-19. It's also a piece that hopefully reflects the hope that we have moving forward into a time beyond the virus. We hope you enjoy Sound and Color.
This Justin, a Washington State resident, becomes the first confirmed case of the novel coronavirus here in the United States.
The CDC is recommending the use of face masks and maintaining a social distance of 6 feet.
As of March 19th, 2020, all California residents are ordered to shelter in place, with the exception of essential workers.
We have now entered a nationwide lockdown. Remember to wash your hands, wear a mask, and stay 6 feet apart.
Bye, Dad. See you tomorrow.
See you after spring break.
Let's reschedule. Stay safe. I love you.
Mom, don't worry. I'll see you soon.
Bye, Grandma. Love you.
Bye, Mom. It's only 2 weeks.
A new world hangs outside the window, beautiful and strange. It must be found in a way. I must be sound and color with me for my mind, and she'll show me where to go when I need to speak. Now fall down, now fall down, now fall down.
place that lifts you when you're down. The headaches, the heartaches, the backaches, the flops, the sheriff who escorts you out of town. The opening when your heart beats like a drum. The closing when the audience won't come. There's no business like show business, like no business I know. Everything about it is appealing, everything that traffic will allow. Nowhere could you get that happy feeling when you are stealing that extra bow. There's no people like show people, they smile when they are low. Yesterday they told you you would not go far. The night you opened and there you are. Next day on your dressing room